That blurry shape 500 yards away could be the buck of a lifetime, or just a stump. Are you willing to bet your hike on it? Welcome back. Today, we're ending the guessing game with glass that reveals every hidden detail. Grab yours through the links below. The number 5 product on our list is Maven CS.1 Spotting Scope. There is a moment during early morning glassing when weak optics completely fall apart. Shadows swallow detail. Colors fade into grey. Distant movement becomes guesswork instead of certainty. The Maven CS1 Spotting Scope feels built specifically for hunters and shooters who are tired of missing those critical moments when visibility matters most. The first thing that grabs attention is the ED glass clarity. Ridge lines suddenly look layered instead of blurry. Antler details sharpen. Steel impacts at long range become easier to track without constantly adjusting position or straining your eyes. Then the versatility starts revealing itself. The 15 to 45 times magnification range moves smoothly from wide terrain scanning to precise target observation in seconds, making it equally useful for backcountry hunting, birdwatching, and range sessions. The 65mm objective lens also strikes a smart balance many outdoor users appreciate immediately. Bright enough for low-light performance without becoming an oversized burden hanging from your pack all day. Long glassing sessions feel more natural too, because the angled body design reduces neck strain when mounted on a tripod. Small detail. Huge difference after hours outdoors. The weatherproof housing adds another layer of confidence in cold mornings, rain, or dusty terrain where fragile optics often become unreliable. Compared with massive premium spotting scopes that maximize brightness but punish portability, this setup feels far more balanced for field use and extended movement. The trade-off is understandable. Extreme long-distance observers may still prefer larger objective lenses for maximum twilight performance. Still, for hunters, competitive shooters, and wildlife enthusiasts wanting sharp image quality, smoother focusing, and dependable outdoor durability without carrying excessive bulk, this spotting scope creates the kind of visual confidence that quietly changes how every distant detail is experienced once the landscape finally opens up. At number 4 is Celestron Ultima Spotting Scope. Most people never realize how much detail they are missing outdoors until they look through serious glass for the first time. A distant eagle suddenly shows feather texture. Heat waves over the range become visible. Mountain ridges stop looking flat and lifeless. The Celestron Ultima Spotting Scope creates that exact shift in perspective the moment the massive 100mm objective lens starts pulling light into the image. Long-distance viewing immediately feels richer, brighter, and far more immersive than smaller compact scopes struggling in low light. Then the zoom range takes over. The 22 to 66 times magnification gives outdoor shooters, birdwatchers, and wildlife observers flexibility that feels genuinely useful instead of gimmicky. Wide enough for scanning, powerful enough for fine detail. The angled viewing design quietly becomes one of its smartest features during long sessions, because neck strain fades into the background while tripod viewing feels far more natural. Small comfort upgrades matter after hours in the field. The multi-coated optics also deserve attention. Colors remain surprisingly vivid during sunrise and evening conditions, where cheaper spotting scopes usually become dull and washed out. Compared with lightweight travel scopes, this setup prioritizes image brightness and long-range clarity over ultra-portability. And that trade-off becomes obvious the second you start observing distant movement across open terrain. It is heavier, no hiding that. But for hunters, nature photographers, target shooters, and outdoor enthusiasts wanting immersive long-distance viewing without stepping into extreme premium pricing, this spotting scope delivers the kind of cinematic field experience that keeps people outside longer than they originally planned. The third one on our list is Athlon Optics Talos Spotting Scope. Cold wind, fading daylight, and a distant shape moving across the hillside can turn excitement into frustration within seconds when your optics fail to deliver clarity. That is exactly where the Athlon Optics Talos Spotting Scope starts changing the experience. The first thing you notice is how surprisingly bright the image stays, even when conditions begin getting rough. Early morning hunts, cloudy range sessions, wet trails after rain. The fully multi-coated lenses pull in light with impressive efficiency, helping distant targets appear sharper and more detailed instead of washed out and flat. Then comes the confidence factor. Nitrogen purging and waterproof construction make this spotting scope feel built for real outdoor use rather than occasional backyard viewing. Rain, temperature swings, and moisture stop feeling like threats to your gear. That matters more than most people expect, especially during long hunting trips or extended wildlife observation sessions where reliability becomes part of the experience itself. The image quality may not rival ultra-premium high-end spotters costing dramatically more, but the balance between durability, brightness, and affordability feels incredibly practical for shooters, birdwatchers, and outdoor beginners wanting dependable, long-range viewing without carrying oversized equipment. Focus adjustments stay smooth and natural. Scanning ridgelines feels immersive. Even casual nature watching suddenly becomes more cinematic and detailed. Lightweight enough for travel, yet rugged enough for harsh weather, this spotting scope delivers the kind of field performance that quietly keeps earning trust every time conditions become unpredictable. On number 2 is Vortex Diamondback Spotting Scope. Sunrise in the mountains can expose weak optics faster than any product review ever could. Colors disappear, details blur into shadows, distant movement turns into guesswork. Then a spotting scope like the Vortex Diamondback HD steps into the scene, and suddenly the landscape feels alive again. The first thing that grabs attention is the clarity. Not just sharpness in the center, but impressive edge-to-edge detail that makes glassing long ridgelines or spotting steel targets feel effortless and immersive. The HD optical system handles low light remarkably well, especially during those critical dawn and dusk moments hunters and wildlife watchers care about most. Then, the focus wheel takes over. Smooth, fast, precise. Tiny adjustments instantly snap distant subjects into crisp detail, without the frustrating hunting and drifting cheaper scopes often struggle with. Long outdoor sessions also become more comfortable than expected thanks to the adjustable eye cups and angled viewing experience. Even users wearing glasses can settle in naturally for extended observation. Compared with bulky premium spotting scopes that demand more weight and a much larger budget, this setup feels more balanced for real field use while still delivering serious optical performance. The waterproof and fog-proof construction adds another layer of confidence when weather suddenly changes deep outdoors. Rain, cold air, dust, and rough terrain stop feeling like constant threats to your gear. Built for Western hunters, long-range shooters, and dedicated birdwatchers, this spotting scope creates the kind of cinematic outdoor clarity that quietly keeps people scanning the horizon long after everyone else already packed up. Now moving to the last one is Gosky Flagship DiamondEdge Spotting Scope. A tiny movement across a distant ridgeline can disappear in seconds, and cheap optics usually turn those moments into frustration instead of discovery. That is where the Gosky Flagship DiamondEdge Spotting Scope completely changes the outdoor experience. The first look through the massive 80mm objective lens feels surprisingly immersive. Colors appear richer. Shadows carry detail instead of darkness. Birds hidden deep in tree lines suddenly become sharp enough to study feather patterns and movement naturally. Then, the zoom range pulls you deeper into the scene. The 20 times to 60 times magnification gives enough flexibility for everything from long-range target spotting to wildlife observation and even casual stargazing on clear nights. The focus system deserves real attention too, because smooth, precise adjustments make tracking distant subjects feel effortless instead of distracting. For beginners entering the world of spotting scopes, that ease of use matters more than people expect. The included smartphone adapter also adds something genuinely practical. Capturing outdoor moments without complicated extra gear makes the experience feel more connected and shareable. So guys, this was the video about the best archery targets. We've carefully covered some of the best options available right now to help you make a smarter and more confident decision. Whether you're looking for performance, durability, value for money, or the latest features, this guide was designed to give you a clear and practical overview so you can pick what truly fits your needs. If any of the products we mentioned caught your interest, you'll find all the links conveniently placed in the description below. Make sure to check them out for more details, updated pricing, and availability. Taking a moment to explore those links can really help you choose the right option without any confusion. If you found this video helpful or enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit the like button. Your support means a lot and helps us keep creating more useful and high-quality videos for you. Also, be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.